Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I'm back with another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Netflix edition Soundwave. Alright, and before we take a look at the figure, we will take a look at his box. So here's his box. You can see it's pretty much a standard Netflix packaging. Done in a nice white and red color scheme. There's a nice image of Soundwave on the side. He is a Decepticon. More lovely artwork. I would love a whole poster of that. Some product shots on the back of the figure. Everything he comes with. Nothing worth talking about at the bottom or the top of the box. And that's pretty much it for the box. Okay, now on to the main event here. Now, a lot of people are talking about this figure as if it's the second coming of Jesus, a blessing from the Lord. And you know what? They're not entirely wrong. This is easily one of, if not the best G1 style Soundwaves we have gotten in a very, very long time. The overall appearance and design of this thing is very, very honorable to the G1 design. Now granted, it still uses various things from the Siege Soundwave, specifically the arms. But other than that, there isn't much from the Siege Soundwave that really stands out. This pretty much looks like G1 Soundwave. So let's get in closer here, so you can take a good look. Soundwave turns into a cassette player. As you can see, he looks absolutely stunning. It's like the 80s happened all over again. Now, the back isn't nearly as appealing, but from the front, it looks pretty good. You have a little gimmick, just press that button, open up that panel. I'll show you what that's for here in a minute. Now, due to the fact he just turned into a boom box, he doesn't roll or anything, he's just supposed to sit there. A few comparisons. Here he is next to the Netflix Bumblebee. As you can see, he is quite a bit bigger than Bumblebee, as he should be. Here he is next to Earthrise Wheeljack. Here he is next to Siege Starscream. Here he is next to Siege Shockwave. And last but not least, here he is next to the Siege, or rather Netflix version of the Siege Megatron. So yeah, Soundwave looks pretty good. Now, Soundwave does come with a decent number of accessories. First, his weapons. Please note, these stickers, the little red detailing on these guns were not there before. That's just something I put on there. Let me flip the light on so you get a good look. Yeah, there's his gun and his shoulder cannon. Again, red detailing, or just stickers. Don't come with the original figure. Push on the back of this one to pop up the gun barrel, but that's more for robot mode. And you can store these on the cassette player mode. Just plug them into the back right here. And that don't look too bad. If anything, it improves the back substantially. Alright, Soundwave comes not only with his weapons, but unlike the Siege version, where you have to buy them separately, he actually comes with two of his cassettes, Laserbeak and Ravage. And here they are in their little cassette tape modes. Take a quick look at Ravage. Little Decepticon sticker there. The backs aren't much to look at. It's mainly the front where the show is going on. They both don't look half bad. Unfortunately, Soundwave can only carry one at a time, but he can carry them. It's quite simple. Just press the button. You set them inside. Close it up. There you go. Alright, before we transform Soundwave, let's get into Laserbeak and Ravage. Since they're small, I can deal with them real quickly. We'll start with Laserbeak. To transform him, you take these two gray parts, flip them down. That's his feet. You take these side panels here and pull them out. Then you want to come in here, pull the head up on a double hinge there for the neck. Take this little silver piece here and flip it up on its double hinge. And there we have Laserbeak in the robot mode. Focus. Alright, now we'll do Ravage. What you want to do is you want to take these little gray pieces, flip them up, come over here, take these parts, flip them down. You notice it's a little tricky to see, but there is a connection point right there where it's supposed to hold it in place. It helps if you lift it up a bit and then pull it out. Then you take this whole section, you flip it down. You take these parts, rotate them all the way around. I did not have this part clipped up all the way. Make sure you do that. And then you take these gray bits, flip them down. Repeat the process on both sides. You come in here. You flip this part up. It's easier said than done. You take these parts, fold them down. And there we have Ravage in his robot mode. Alright, now we'll take a look at them individually. Here's Laserbeak. A very G1 inspired head design. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the Siege Soundwave anymore. I sold him shortly after I got this one, so I can't do comparisons. But yeah, this one is very more reminiscent to the G1 style of Laserbeak, where the Siege version looked more like the War for Cybertron version of Laserbeak. Little pigs here in the back. Oh, which reminds me, if you happen to have any effects parts that come with the weaponizers or the larger figures, you can totally plug them into the back of Laserbeak here. Make it look like he's using thrusters to fly. You can plug a third one there too if you wanted to. I just wish there was like I just wish there was a plug-in point here on the silver thing to simulate him shooting from his laser guns. I don't think Ravage can plug in effects parts anywhere. No, it doesn't look like he can, unfortunately. Alright, and that's enough of these guys. I'm just going to set them to the side for now. Because now, we're going to transform Soundwave. The transformation is fairly simple. What you want to do is first you want to remove his guns so they're out of the way. We come back here, take this whole assembly. No, I am doing that wrong. Do not do what... Okay, what you want to do first is you want to take these parts here, flip them up, then flip them in, like so. You come up here, pull these parts off from the side, like that, swing them down, and rotate them, like that. Then you want to come around to the front here, pull these parts out, like that, swing them all the way around so they clip into the sides. Maybe pull them out, pull the arms out a little bit, just to get them out of the way. Rotate at the bicep. Then you want to take this part here and rotate it all the way around. And we will come down here, take these gray bits, push them, then lift them. Then take this little gray bit here, flip it out. Then you take this gray bit, flip it in, then flip that hole simply down so it closes up against the back of his leg. Repeat the process on the other side. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to take this little bit on his back here, pull it down, come up here, flip the head up, then come up here. You see these little tabs will plug right in that slot there on the back of the neck. And we are just about done. All that's left is you take these hands and flip them out. And after that, you are done. Well, not yet. As you all know, Soundwave has an iconic look. If you want, just go ahead and take this shoulder cannon and plug it into his shoulder where it belongs. And now, if you're a traditionalist like me, you are officially done. Here we have Soundwave in his robot mode, and by God, it is a glorious, glorious robot mode. Again, Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this one. This is as good as a G1 Soundwave at a Voyager price and scale can get. Let's bring him in close here so we can get a better look at him. I'm going to turn that. Actually, I probably want that light on. I do want to turn it down a little though. And you can see he has a very nice G1 head sculpt with some very, it's not showing up too well, but he does have some very good light piping. Unlike the previous figure that just had, I believe he just had yellow transparent eyes, this one has the more accurate red. As you can see, there is a little paint error on mine, just a little, could have used another layer of paint there on his matte faceplate. Easy fix though, I can probably take care of that. He's a nice square body. The buttons for his cassette player are not the same as the ones on his robot mode. Very nice legs. Now, the parts he does share with the Siege Soundwave are mainly his lower arm. Well, actually, I think his whole arms. I think he shares his whole arms and the feet. Other than that, I'm pretty certain everything else was completely remolded. Yep. You know, aside from the aside from the arms, feet, and weapons, everything else was remolded in favor of the new design. And if you want, we can go ahead and give him his gun. And let me show you his other little gimmick. If you want, you can totally take Laserbeak and mount him on his arm. Now, there are these little notches here on his forearm that look like they're meant for Laserbeak to plug into, but... And it's the same deal with the Siege figure. However, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to hold securely. It's more like a resting point, if anything. I mean, it's still a good look, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to knock them off. What I prefer to do is I just fold the feet up, flip this little gray peg out. I flip the little gray peg. I flip the gray. I flip the gray peg out. There we go. And I just plug Laserbeak into Soundwave's arm like that. Still a decent look and holds securely. Another thing you can do, you can take Ravage in his cassette mode, push the button, insert him like that, and have Soundwave storing one of his cassettes in his chest. And that is a neat little gimmick. I wish he could hold more than just one, but, you know, still a neat gimmick nonetheless. Now, as far as storage for the additional minion, if you don't want him on his arm, he also has, Laserbeak also has a little flip out peg. If you want, you can just store him on his back like that, or Soundwave can use him as like a little shield or whatever. I'm just going to set him to the side for now. Now let's get into the articulation, shall we? The head is on a ball joint. You can look up. Hold on. Get a better view from this angle. He can look up. About that high. Look that far down. You can rotate all the way around. One more neat little feature. I think stop motion enthusiasts will like this. His left hand is designed so his finger can simulate him actually pushing his button himself, which is a neat little thing. Just something I want to point out real quick. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the arms can do a full rotation, bicep swivel, and go out that far. Double jointed elbow, allowing a full bend. No wrist rotation, unfortunately, it just moves in and out from the transformation. Waist articulation, so we can rotate all the way around. These front pieces on his hips can move forward to accommodate leg movement. Legs move forward that far. This back skirt also moves out to allow some proper backwards movement about that far. He can do the full split. He does have thigh rotation, a 90-degree bend at the knee, and he does have a bit of ankle tilt. So yeah, not the most posable figure, but still, plenty you can do of him. And again, if you don't want him holding his gun, you can totally just recollapse the thing and plug it onto his back for storage. And then one more thing about this Soundwave, he is very clean. Other than this panel here on his back, the transformation is very clean. There are no vehicle mode parts on him whatsoever. Probably helps that he turns into a freaking music box. But, you know, still, very clean looking robot mode. That back panel there, really the only thing that I would consider an eyesore. That and these leftover parts from the Siege arms. That was part of the Siege Soundwave vehicle form, if anything. But, you know, you can use them as, like, little emergency wrist guns or something. Or any 3D printers out there who make add-on weapons. Maybe figure out some kind of G1 style arm tentacles. You know, if you want to make your G1 Soundwave more like the Transformers Prime or movie Soundwave, that would be a neat little add-on. I'd buy that. All right, let's do some size comparisons. Let me move my camera a little bit. All right. Here he is next to the Netflix Bumblebee. And as you can see, he just really towers over Bumblebee. Like, yeah, there's no way Bumblebee is beating Soundwave in a fight by himself. Here he is next to Earthrise Wheeljack. And let's get his Decepticon friends in here. See if we can get a nice little group shot going. Well, actually, I might not have enough room for that. You know, it is fine, whatever. Well, maybe. If I move him way back. So Starscream, Shockwave, and of course, Lord Megatron. He's basically the same height as Starscream, Shockwave, and... Well, he's basically the same height as Starscream and Shockwave, and Megatron is just a tad taller than all of them. And honestly, that's pretty fitting. And when a lot of people think of the G1 Decepticons, these guys are usually the first ones that come to mind, and they all do look wicked good together. I mean, the Earthrise Starscream might be a better fit-in, but I'm not going to waste my time getting them. Oh yeah, if I find them for wicked cheap, I'll probably get the Earthrise Starscream and Thundercracker and Skywarp. Otherwise, I'm not planning on getting them. I'm happy with the Siege ones. Alright. We're near the end of the video now. Now, as he stands, Soundwave is approximately a little under 6.5 inches. And at the time of release, he was about $30. He is a Walmart exclusive, however, and considering that, and the fact that, well, actually, I think it was $40 because he came with Laserbeak and Ravage. I want to say it was 40. Yeah, I want to say it was 40 retail, but considering he was a Walmart exclusive and he's really difficult to find, you'll be lucky if you can find him for less than 60. If you do happen to find him for less than 60, I do strongly recommend you grab him, as you probably won't find a much better price than that. Now, do I think he is worth the bumped up price? Oh, one more little thing. His weapon is compatible with the Blast Effects part, so you can totally have him firing the weapon. Anyway, do I think he is worth his initial price as well as his bumped up price? As long as you're not paying over $65, yes, I do think he is well worth buying for. He is a must-have figure for any Transformers enthusiast. A very well done figure of a very good character. Alright, you could not ask for a better Soundwave, except the Masterpiece figure. This thing is pretty damn close in quality with the Masterpiece figure. You get an opportunity to grab him, grab him. I highly recommend it. Anyway, this has been the Transformers Netflix Soundwave. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next review. And I think I got something special planned for the next review. I'll be taking a look at some of the new Kingdom figures I got. And until then, I will see you all. Oh, no, not yet. No. There's one more little review I got planned, and then I'm going to look into some Kingdom figures. Until then, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.